Some disappointing data driving stocks on a sell-off today. But could this afternoon's earnings turn things around into morning? Let's go right to Courtney Donohoe at the New York Stock Exchange.
Well, a slew of disappointing economic reports putting pressure on stocks throughout the whole entire session. First, another painful reading on jobs today. Initial jobless claims rising by 12,000 to 500,000 last week. That was much more than what economists thought that we would see. And that was even more than the highest estimate by economists. But this is the highest level that we saw since November. And more companies, they're worried about their costs. They're worried about their future growth. So they're going in and they're cutting jobs. But the jobs report wasn't the only painful economic report. We've been talking a lot lately about manufacturing, and a lot of the regional reports that are coming in, they're showing a slowdown in that sector. And the Philly Fed report, as one analyst told us, not a pretty picture. So activity in that region dropping during August. Manufacturing was the first to lead us out of the depths of the recession. So any indication of any bumps in the road, that's going to lead to concern. And that leads us to leading economic indicators measuring economic prospects over the next 3 to 6 months. And it's looking tough. It did gain 0.1%, but we had a seesaw pattern over the past 4 months, and that could mean slower growth through the end of the year.
Now, Courtney, the market got some momentum from the Intel-McAfee deal, at least a little bit.
Well, a little bit. Usually stocks get a little more momentum, though, from a merger. Well, chip giant Intel buying security software company McAfee for a little more than $7.5 billion. Buying McAfee will give Intel a leg up on rivals that don't provide computer protection. And the deal also helps Intel move past PCs. As one analyst tells us, the ability to be successful in the non-PC market is going to depend more on system solutions, and security is becoming definitely a really big deal. Massive jump for McAfee shares today, gain of about 60%.
Now, Courtney, we got some earnings from PC giants after the bell, Dell and Hewlett-Packard. Begin with Hewlett-Packard.
Well, Hewlett-Packard reiterating earlier forecasts, showing a rebound in demand in businesses and also from consumers. Profit will be $125 to $127 a share next quarter. That's in line with estimates. Hewlett-Packard, they have to move on to a new phase after Mark Hurd was ousted from the company. Lots of pressure on the stock recently, down 12% since Hurd left the company. And Dell's earnings and forecast coming in better than expectation. Dell reporting second quarter earnings of 32 cents a share, beating by 2 cents, and said that sales growth will be in the low single digits in the second quarter. The forecast may some concerns from investors that PC demand is slowing, but gross margins, they're lower than they were a year ago, Pimm.
Thank you very much, Courtney Donohoe, reporting from the New York Stock Exchange.